Where do I start with this one? I started reading this article, but I didn't want to experience the cringe alone because this article is cringy. But hey, if you're an old person, you might learn a thing or two, so maybe stick around and listen to the slang. And I'm going to do my best to read it like this person wrote it. Ask Allison, my kid uses words like riz and mid constantly. Can you help me decipher this teen slang? I'm just going to assume that Allison is also an adult. My kids use so many words that I don't understand that I think I need a crash course in teen speak. Can you help? This is a true story. A couple of weeks ago, my college freshman called me and proceeded to share a monologue of his goings-on. And at about the 2-minute mark, I realized I had no idea, literally no idea, what on earth he was talking about. Similarly, my 17-year-old recently texted me that she ate on her math test. Given my Gen X background, feels like a red flag. I assume she meant she failed it. As in, she bit it, like we olds used to say when we wiped out. Turns out that 8 means crushed it, which, who decided this? The same people that decided wiped out or bit was slang. The generation that uses it. Gen Z did, I guess, and thus, the good news is that she did really well on her pre-calc test. Interesting, a humble brag mixed with a question. All this is to say that you are not alone in your complete bafflement over what is coming out of your kids' mouths. When I asked my friends what slang terms they might need help with in order to, at bare minimum, understand their teens, and best case, actually converse with them, my inbox was flooded with questions. And so I subjected myself to complete mockery by asking my kids for definitions of words that sound absolutely made up, but that are currently part of their vernacular. All to better help you, dear parents, have the slightest clue what they're talking about. Here's a handy guide to decoding your child's slang, and it gets really bad. Riz! Recently crowned Oxford English Dictionary's Word of the Year, Riz is short for charisma. Why, they just can't say that is a question for another time. Maybe another generation. Don't ask that question. Example, wow, my mom has mad riz, no one is better. I love her so much. I'm not sure I would have heard it used in that context, so don't do that, please. That's drip, or drip. If you don't know this by now, you are way out of the loop. You should probably just stop reading. Drip evolved from hip-hop culture and now means an extremely fashionable, cool, and sexy outfit. Or just a clothing vibe that screams swagger. Example, Mom, wow, your yoga pants and stay-in sweatshirt are really drip. Or the opposite of this, actually. That was hilarious. Mess with, or particularly for older teens, F with. I literally have never heard anybody say mess with. I've only heard the second use of that. Mess with just sounds weird. It took me a beat to realize that my son's constant use of F with was actually implying something positive. He F's with these kids, and F's with that jacket. As in, he hangs out with them a lot and likes the jacket, that I'm actually not going to buy him. Oh god, you got him on that one. In Gen X and Millennial lexicon, mess with means taunt or harass. But Gen Z has seemingly flipped the phrase on its head and turned it to something positive. Which, why is that a bad thing? For what it's worth, my son is 19, and like many Gen Zers, he artfully incorporates swear words into his everyday language, which I think is fairly standard, and as a parent I pick my battles, and swear words weren't one that I particularly care about. As always with parenting, your mileage may vary. You know, I'm pretty sure adults do that too, not just Gen Zers. I think this person is kind of failing to take a critical look at themselves, which is what they should be doing. Your best friend or someone you love. Gen Z would never be caught dead saying BFF, so Pookie is the new bae. Well, I'm pretty sure you do not call your best friend bae, so Pookie is not the new bae. Bae actually stands for before anyone else. Or maybe it doesn't, who cares? Average or mediocre, mid. Example, Mom, this dinner you spent an hour making is pretty mid. Oh, that's just a disgusting example. It's like saying, poor me, and they're using slang on me at the same time. Bussin'. Extremely good. So good you don't know what to do with yourself. Oh, don't phrase it like that. Example, Mom, this dinner you spent making an hour is bussin'. I don't think anyone has ever said that to me. You said it. And that also sounds like a personal problem. It's giving. My daughter defined this as, that eats, so not helpful. Then she rolled her eyes and said, like, if it's New Year's Eve and you're wearing an outfit that's cute, that's giving. So in parent speak, that means, it's giving means, awesome, very cool. I wouldn't say it's giving means that, because it's giving can be used in multiple contexts. Like, if you said, it's giving Justin Timberlake and his current career vibes, I would assume that's not a good thing. Low key, all one word, no hyphen. My kids had an argument about this one because my daughter claims it's undefinable, but you just know what it means in context. True. Again, helpful. My son says it means under the radar. I resorted to Urban Dictionary, which you should never do, to settle the dispute, and there it's defined as secretly or moderately. But given how often they both use it, I think this is a word with limitless possibilities. Low-key, I think the mom should probably give up. Pull up. No, not the thing you put your toddler in when they're almost done potty training. Pull up means come over or show up. Pull up to my house. We'll low-key chill. Oh, God. I'm sorry that I'm sharing this with you. It hurts me as well physically and mentally to read this. Pressed. A new way of saying mad or annoyed. Example, my daughter wanted to buy the Taylor Swift movie, and when she heard it was unavailable only for rent, she said, damn, I'm pressed. I didn't even know there's a Taylor Swift movie, so again, who cares? And that is a weird thing to just throw in there. I honestly think that situation never happened. Yet. Let's go ahead and skip that one. Pretty sure you can read. Slay, a synonym to it's giving. Generally, it means awesome. Example, that outfit slays. I wouldn't say it's a synonym to it's giving. This person should have done a little bit more research. Finally, though my Gen Z slang learning curve is steep, I do admit on using some of their terminology explicitly to irritate my children. If you have teens, you know of what I speak. Oh God, here it comes. For example, over text, my daughter, oh my God, I need the insert the most expensive item on the planet that she absolutely does not need. Me, no. My daughter, no, but like, I'll die without it, for real. Me, bruh. My daughter, huh? Me, boy. My daughter, stop, oh my God. Me, okay, but bro, no. Bruh, no. My daughter, WTF? Me, boy, bye. Don't do this to your kids. This is just embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself. You're not embarrassing them. And if you talk like this to your kids in public, like making fun of their slang, just remember the stuff that you used when you were a kid. Don't be a dick. You definitely said stupid stuff when you were a kid. Yeah, you remember Ninja Turtles back in the day? Tubular? Nobody uses that anymore. What does it even mean? Nobody knows what tubular means. Like, does that mean like a tube? Who cares? Nobody cares. Or radical, like I don't hear anybody say that anymore in the term that it means cool. You more likely hear radicalized. And honestly, this whole generational crap just bugs the hell out of me. It's like the older generation can never understand the younger generation even though they did the exact same stuff, which makes it super cringy. You know, the whole like participation trophy argument.